Hey guys, welcome to Tubonge. It's your guy Warwe Kamau. I'm so happy to do this, and thank you for giving me the positive feedbacks and giving me hope that this thing that I'm doing is great, and I pray that we're going to continue doing it. So keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, and yes, I'll be so happy to always give you something different. So let's get to our topic today. So today I want to talk about relationship and fear of getting married. So many people tend to have different perspective about the approach of relationship or marriage, but this is my approach, and I'll tackle it in two parts. The first part I'll talk about the mistakes that we always do, and the second part I'll talk about the solutions, because I always believe in positivity and always trying to come up with the right things and the right way to do things, especially in a relationship. So let's the first mistake that people tend to do is finding a partner or someone who is not a believer, and a believer who is under the teachings and the principles of God. We tend to try to justify that if you are Christian, you get someone who is not a Christian. That one is never justifiable, but we can always try to get someone who is under the covering of God. There's always the good thing about someone being under the covering of God. The second thing is the mistake that we do is we always tend to have people who don't know their purposes, what they were created for. They don't know how they are going to approach life with. They don't know how to go about life. So try so much not to get engaged with people who don't know where they are heading to, because they will drag you to nowhere, exactly nowhere. So the third mistake that people do is being not committed and not being responsible of another person. Always be committed to one person. Always be responsible of whatever they are about in your life. So try so much to be at least show that you're there for them. You're there to try to give them something that is great, to share something that is good. Be committed to their life, their journey, their ups and downs. That way you will always try to engage in good relationship. The third thing that we always do is having a bad environment within ourselves. We tend to avoid things about the people who surround us, the people who tell us whatever we have to hear about our partner, about our relationship. But it's always good to have a good and a conducive environment for someone to be with your partner, to grow, to share good things. And the fourth mistake that people tend to do is mostly taking matters of the heart to the next person. Someone alikuhurt, so you have not cured yourself. You have not come out of those things that yeye alifanya about you, yeye alikufanyia. So you tend now to bring all this sorrow and all this pain to this next person. So that is another problem that we tend to do mostly. And the fifth mistake that I came across is our parents, parental guidance. Our parents, they tend not to tell us what is right and what is wrong, especially coming to relationship. When someone gets into teenagehood, they tend not to know anything. But our parents, they don't guide us into these things. They always tell us sex is not good, sex is bad, you don't have to have a boyfriend, you don't have to have this. So when you get into college or when you get into secondary, your mind broadens up and you tend to know much about relationship. And then in the process, you find yourself that you're falling into wrong people, into wrong relationships, and then you kind of move your heart to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. So you're carrying much burden every time. So that is another mistake that people tend to do. The sixth mistake is about longevity of a relationship. Most people, they don't know how to be patient with another person. They just tend like nowadays ni hivi nikukatie leo, kesho uingie box, kesho kutwa we are sorted. Tumeshaanza hata kuitana babe, tumeanza kuitana honey and stuff, but just try to at least reduce, try to move slowly with someone. At least it will give you a good timing for your relationship, timing for your dreams that you want to achieve, the things that you want to achieve even next in life. So try so much to make sure that at least you have longevity in your relationship. To understand someone, at least understand whatever they came from, understand where they come from, understand where they're going to, and all these will at least lessen the burden that you always have upon yourself in a relationship, so that you can help yourself and you can love yourself, and every time you'll always be happy. So love yourself, be yourself.